So, let's start off with what happened in our last game. Let me see if I can get some music on because I don't hear anything. Does anyone hear anything?
I hear something.
Let me just try that again. I really need to get some good music. It's so bad. Okay.
I kind of like the song that was just on.
I didn't hear anything. I wasn't hearing it, so. Alright.
I still don't.
I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it now, so.
Feels like Home Alone.
Yeah, it does. Alright, so. Where was I? In our last game, we. Shadow. Today's not going to be a good day for me. So, in our last game. I'm reading my notes that don't make any sense.
Do you want to start it off?
Yeah, can you?
All right, last game. We start off. We're going to the Emerald
Shadow.
Doors.
You want to go to bed? Stop it.
To meet Genasi, Trail. What is it? Talos, and the other one, which I know.
Feminor.
Feminor, and so they want to talk to us. So we get there, and it took a little while to get there because what's her name? Frito-Lay got lost and thought, and she was leading us places. Anyway, we bumped into a what's it called? Oh, I took a note. Monodrone, and a rogue one, and we're like, what the heck is that? Leopold told us some knowledge about it because it was like clockwork or something. And then we made it to their room, and Genasi, yeah, he greeted us, and he was like, Mildred, you were part of like all this. What's going on, Mildred?
He said, "Explain yourself."
Yeah, he's like, "Explain yourself." And Millie got out of like she started talking and rambling on and told them pretty much everything. And then Vader tried to, I don't know, jump in, and then I jumped in, and I got mad at the end. I don't know why. Oh, and Leopold told his side of the story. They took Leo's word over all of ours. And then Frito-Lay hates us, but then she doesn't hate us, but Anyway, so at the end of the thing, after the end of the whole meeting, they pretty much told us no more adventuring, books only, do your job, stop playing around. And we left. I went to the bar, pissed. The boy, Leo, went back to our bunks. Millie got drunk in the hill giant. Is it a hill giant? I don't know. The troll, is he a troll? I don't remember. In his arms.
I think he's an ogre.
Ogre, yes. In the ogre's arms, and she tried to buy the whole bar shots. Everybody hated her, hates us. I'm just steaming in the corner. Fader's trying to I don't know, chill. He's like, who cares? And Millie passes out. Me and Fader have a heart-to-heart. We take Millie back to the bunks. Leopold's there. We're like, whatever, friends. And the next day, we go to work. Or we work. And we work. And then I think Fader had a dream. or a vision while he was working.
Of Barovia.
Yes, he
What's
did.
it? If I remember correctly, yep, about castles, a big
It was of
castle, and
Barovia.
a Barovia. Yes. So
Did-
Barovia.
Out
And
of
then-
character, though, would Fader know that was Barovia?
Well, yeah, because remember Hemlock told you she's the one that read the book, and then she gave you the book about Barovia, so you would know
And
that all now.
yeah, about Venasi, and you know about Venasis now, and Barovia, and we Point.
Vistani.
oh, I don't know why I keep saying what am I saying?
Venasi.
Yeah, what the hell am I saying
That it's because it sounds like
Vistani.
something. It's something else. What is that word?
I don't even know.
Vistani, Venasi. Why does that sound so familiar? It'll come to
Yeah,
me.
right? Okay, the Fastani.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're going this so detailed.
I know, I'm too detailed. I'm sorry. So
Uh,
whatever. We put two and two together with the coin and Barovia and your vision, and you did research and we worked and we did like everything, and then
So yeah, you finished your work. She was
Yeah.
impressed because you guys stayed late. Uh, Leopold asked about the demon statue, but she still said she didn't know. And then the next day, you went to work, and there was nothing important that happens. After work, the crew visited Friedley again to ask if they can go on the adventure on their off days to go solve the mysteries of the missing town. And she liked the idea, but the group couldn't find a way to get there and come back in time over the weekend. So she kind of gave you guys the hint that, well, maybe if you come back just a day later or two, you can cram all the work in during the week and still get it done. She might be able to, like, get by with that. So she put you on a teleportation circle and she sent you to the town of Marin, where you first arrived. You saw a guy who is packing up his flower little joint flowers, and you asked him about the town, and he was actually from that town, but he told you he was a little boy, couldn't remember much, and to go to the bar to talk to Lucas, because he also lived there. So you went to the Bored Weasel to talk to Lucas. He kind of just told you, like, where, I guess it was up the road. Well, I think he said there was a road that leads up to it. And then, what else did he say to you? He gave you some fish to sell. Oh, and you,
we're gonna
got
visit
rooms.
his wife. We were gonna
Yes.
visit his wife's grave.
He said to leave some flowers on her grave and to look for a necklace that they once had together.
She likes roses.
And I believe we bought a rose or two from the.
I
from
bought
the
two
bottle.
lilies. I'm gonna buy a rose in the morning.
So that is where we are.
Oh, I also had a vision telling me not to go the hell up there, apparently.
Yes. So, because so everyone, I think it was the end of the day, and everyone went to sleep, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, the only person that left, I think Fader couldn't stay, so, out of character, left early. But after that, I think I gave you guys little dreams. Because, Leopold had the one where he saw his fox, kind of warn him. But Fader, also, throughout your trance, you have... where would you be in your trance when you go into your trance?
I very often in my trance visit the town that I grew up in and the drow woman who raised me.
Okay. So you're in this town, but then the buildings just kind of just fade away, and you're in this dark void with, off in the distance you see just mist everywhere. But then you hear a little girl crying. And as you're moving through the mist, you kind of come upon this little girl. She's crouched down, and tears are coming out of her eyes. This is just like a void too, so you just see her in this massive void, and she says, "Who's there?" And she looks up and she sees you and she says, You're like me. But you notice her mouth isn't talking. Or is it moving? Sorry. What do you say?
Are you lost, little one?
She says, Yes, and I'm hungry. And this is all through your mind. Like you're realizing she's talking to you telepathically. And she just says,
Does she?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know if you said this, but can I tell if is she human? Is she halfling, elf? What?
She looks human. Her hair's like raggedy and over her ears, so you can't see if she has elf ears. So she just looks like a human girl from just looking at her.
I will. This is all a vision, but I will, in my vision, reach to the pouch that I normally keep my rations in, and I'll hand her a ration.
When you look at there's nothing there. Your pouch is not there.
How did you come to be here?
She says, I'm so hungry. And then she kind of vanishes and you're just back to your trance. Like you kind of, I guess, you would either snap out of it or stay in your trance. It's up to you. I don't know how...
I'm just no longer having a vision.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I do sort of subconsciously, as I sit, ponder the fact that while I'm in my visions, I've somehow lost my accent.
Lost your accent?
He's making a joke that.
Yeah.
That was it.
So yes, that's all you have. The rest of your trance is fine, and you wake up. And what were you gonna ask, Mildred?
Do I recall what my dream was about, or did I have a dream?
You had a dream 2 days ago, and yours was you were having one of your trippy dreams, and then you found yourself in this meadow. Off in the distance, you saw this beautiful tall lady standing at the edge of a cliff kind of thing, and the wind's blowing her hair, and the dress that she's in, she's very thin, alabaster skin, and she kind of says to you, find me. She never turns her face all the way around. You only just see like a profile, and she says, find me. Yeah.
I remember that now.
All right. So it's the next morning. You can hear the bustling of the patrons downstairs coming in for breakfasts, and it sounds like a busy day. What do you guys do?
Morning, Millie.
Good morning, dear. What a beautiful day it is.
Yes, it is. We have a quest to go on.
Oh, I'm feeling spry. I'm like doing some exercises, stretching out.
I got to go to market and buy some roses for the man downstairs' wife. So that's what
I
I'm
would-
doing.
I would accompany you. I would like to find some place where I can get myself a better suit of armor.
Good morning, Phaeton. Yes, you can come with us.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you like that.
We didn't even hear you come in, dear.
I just like pop a mushroom in my mouth, and I'm like, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, we gotta wake up Leo, unless he's downstairs.
Yeah, what is Leo doing?
Leo is just prepping for the day in his room, just staring at his watch, pondering the dream he had last night, wondering if it was a real message or part of this whole weird nightmare thing that apparently this town is known for. And finally just comes downstairs, but it's just kind of like very pensive.
Okay. Yeah, so you would see Brittany blocked Mildred and Fader also out of their rooms, coming downstairs.
Oh, good morning, Leopold. You look great. Stretching, still getting limber.
How can you people be so excited to trek up a mountain towards certain doom I'll never know?
The adventure, dear. Plus, we're doing something nice for the man downstairs. You know, putting some roses, finding his necklace, you know, some good.
Or we'll just be dead.
Everything comes to an end, my friend. You know, you got to keep a positive outlook in life.
No, I'm pretty sure I don't.
Well, you
Yeah.
should.
You should. There's always hope. And, you know.
And
ultimately-
treasure,
Treasure.
adventure,
Adventure.
mushrooms.
Death?
Mushrooms. Morty! Alright, let's go. I need to go buy some roses.
All right. So you make your way down to the central market. Yeah, this place is it's a weekend day, so it's hustling. A lot of vendors there's people at them looking at foods and different kinds of clothes and cloths and things like that hanging up on these what are they called? They're carts and wagons. And you see Astra Vorn at his flower stand, and he's just kind of arranging flowers and putting them together.
Oh, good morning, Astroform. What's his name? Astroform?
Astra Vorn.
Good morning, Astroform.
Oh, Hemlock, it's a pleasure. Please, just call me Astra.
Astra, thank you. I was wondering if you have any roses available.
Of course I do.
I'll take as many. I'll take 3.
Okay.
I'll take a bundle. I don't know. Something.
7's a lucky number.
7.
So says Harry Potter.
Yes.
Okay. He says, oh, and he says, he starts looking through the flowers and picking out the best looking ones for you. He kind of puts a little bouquet together, and he says, how would this do?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much.
He says, why don't they give me prices for these damn things?
I'll just give him a gold.
Okay, I mean, that's way overpriced.
Yeah, but I like him.
Okay. Oh, you're very generous.
Well, I like you, sir, so I want to see you healthy and your best life. So here's a gold.
Yeah, he happily takes it.
Thank you for being so kind to us when we came in.
Oh, of course. And thank you. And he kind of gestures to the
Have we-
gold you just gave him.
Have we met him before?
Yes, he was the welcoming committee, dear.
Oh. I could use a bit of sobriety.
That's this person.
Oh, by the way, remember we were talking about that thing with the Vistani? I think what we were thinking about was Ganassi, which are like the genie people.
Yeah,
yes.
that could be it. Yeah.
I forget.
Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
Astra, could you perhaps point me in the direction of someplace where I could possibly buy some armor?
Oh, he says, well, what kind of armor?
Preferably is some sort of studded leather.
I suppose if you, he says, perhaps one of the clothiers might make some things like that. He said, we're not really a town of adventurers, just a small place.
Perhaps I will try one of the clothiers. Where might I find them?
And he kind of points over on that side of the circle, and you can see some kind of some booths with different kinds of materials and fabrics. A lot of people here just make their own clothes.
Thank you. I'll make my way toward the clothier.
Okay. What is everyone just following him? Or is anyone doing anything different?
Leo is just kind of surveilling the town and kind of examining the town folk to see what type of people actually come through this town. If any of them look more shifty, or if any of them look to be suffering from lack of sleep, that kind of thing. Something to that end, because he knows that the town that disappeared had problems with nightmares.
Yeah, give me
visions.
a perception check. I mean, yeah, let's see. So, so you're looking for people who are like tired and things like that. So, I mean, it's kind of early, first thing in the morning. So yeah, just like Brittany yawning, a lot of people are kind of yawning, but it's like it's first thing in the morning. You see them trying to wake up. A few
That's
people,
fair.
but nothing really pops out at you like, oh, look at that person. Looks like they've been up for 6 days. They're about to die. Like, you don't see anyone looking like that bad. Just a lot of people do look tired because it's early.
That's fair.
Okay. Did Hemlock and Mildred follow Fader?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So you come. You come to the clothing place, and you see a short male dwarf, and he's kind of moving some of the cloths around and just organizing stuff. He hasn't noticed you.
When I walk in, I'm gonna start just by scanning around what sorts of things are on display, what sort of quality of work. Is it more work clothes? Is there finery? What kind of business does he deal in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the stuff, it's mostly fabrics. You see a few pieces of clothing already made. You might see a few like cuffs, like those shielded cuffs that you could put on, like armor cuffs, things like that. You don't see any like scale mail or nothing that kind of pops out as armor besides those cuffs.
Pardon me, sir.
Suddenly, the little dwarf just like stops and he kind of just does this quick little spin. He's like, "Yes."
Good day to you. I was wondering. I'm interested if you sold this sort of thing. I'm interested in finding a better suit of armor. I point to the regular leather armor that I'm wearing. I'm interested in a suit of studded leather armor, and I was wondering if perhaps you sold anything of that sort.
The dwarf looks at you and says, "Well, don't be rude. I'm Brandy, and you are?"
My humble apologies. My friends call me Fader.
Oh, Fader, what an interesting name. This is no dwarf like you've ever seen. This dwarf doesn't have a beard. He's thin, he's short, and he's fabulous. And he says, "Armor? He says, well, I'm just a clothier here. What kind of armor are you looking for?
I open up my backpack that's got the suit of studded leather that we found from what's his name, the noble in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
and I I sort of slide it I don't take it all the way out, but I just take enough of it out so that he can see what I'm interested in, to show him that it's the studded leather. Something of this sort. This is a noble's suit of studded leather, but it's of a size that's too big for me.
He says, so you want me to tailor it?
I'm afraid that might be a process that would take longer than I have in the area. We're only in the region for a day or two, and I'm afraid that it will be quite some time before I'd be able to get back here.
He says, are you questioning my abilities?
Absolutely not. I don't know what your abilities run to.
He just like starts to grab at the studded leather. He's like, let me look at this. Was it? I don't remember out of offhand. Was it too small or too big?
It was as I recall, it was for a portly human.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, so it was bigger. So yeah, he looks at it and he's like, I mean, he's little, so he's like really moving these leather pieces around and looking at you and then and he's sizing you up and he's like, oh, I can have this done in 2 days.
I look over at Hemlock and Millie. Will we still be here 2 days hence? When you say 2 days, do you mean today plus tomorrow, and it would be done tomorrow, or do you mean today, tomorrow, and it would be done the following day?
He looks at. Now he just kind of like rolls his eyes for a second, and just hesitates and takes a breath. 2 days, not tomorrow. The day after.
I mean,
So-
do we have to come back here on the way back?
Yeah, we would have to come back through.
I don't know how long it's going to be. And if I might ask, can you give me some rough estimate of how much this would cost?
Says.
I would be able. Obviously, I'm handing you this suit of armor. I would be able to also give you the suit of armor that I'm wearing currently as materials.
He says, well, let me find my calculator. He says, I could do it for 5 gold pieces.
A fair price. So the only question would be is if we would have the time to, is if we would have the time.
If we do not come back, could you mail it to us?
You
Send
said-
it package?
He says, where are you going?
Oh, we're going up, we are going to... It starts with an M.
Candlekeep.
No. We're going to up the hill.
You just say the name of it? Marion?
Yeah.
He says,
Marian's.
oh, why would you want to go there? And he says, and isn't that a 3-day ride anyway?
It's for a friend. We're doing her a favor.
He says, well, you
So-
have to come back, so I'll be here.
Okay.
Very, very good. Then I will. I will be back when we come back through town. Thank you very much.
Of course, and he tries to like take it all, but he's small, so it's taking him a while. He's just moving the leather armor. All right, what do you guys do?
Should we get potions? I don't have enough money. Never mind. We should go. We should start a journey.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So how are you getting there?
can we rent horses?
I am a horse for 2 hours.
A 2-hour horse does not a 3-day
4
ride make.
hours.
Yeah, did anyone catch that? The 3-day ride.
Ooh. Could I buy like a mastiff with a saddle and ride it about?
Can you?
I mean, you could. You're little.
I'm thick.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna see if I can find a mastiff with a
All right.
saddle.
Oh, okay. So you're looking around town. You do find like a little. I don't even know what they would be called.
Kennel?
Yeah, I guess. Some horses, not a lot, but there's a few horses. You see them tied up under a nice little roof structure. And you see a guy over there, and he's just moving hay around. I guess you approach him, and he throws down his bale of hay. He says, "What can I do for you?"
Could we rent horses here?
He says, "You sure can."
How much would that be, dear? For 2.
He says, "It will be." I just had this. It will be 3 copper pieces a day.
Okay, we would need it for 3 days? Or 6 days?
Where are you headed?
If I may, is that 3 copper pieces per day per horse?
Yep.
Getting out of town. Just out of town.
Yep.
And we would love to rent just 2 horses.
He says, "Yeah, I got beautiful Betty right there. That's a good one. Nice and strong."
Yes. I would love to speak with animals and see if Betty's it's good. Is she good at riding?
So you're just gonna cast it right in front of him?
Yeah, why not?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh,
I don't appreciate you
talk to
casting magic on my animals.
Oh, not at the animals, on me, dear. Casting it on me so I could speak to your animals.
Why do you want to go speak to my animal for?
So I can get to know her? If we're going to be companions, I would like to know her before I ride her.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. Oof.
He says, "I'm not really comfortable you casting magic around my animals."
Oh, I could go to that tree over there, cast it on me, and then come back.
He says, she's like, "I don't think I have any horses available at this moment. I'm sorry, folks."
Oh, you don't want money. That's what you're saying. Okay. We'll just...
I am just going to cast Charm Person on him.
That's horrible. No.
You don't know.
In front of all these people?
How many people?
Remember, you're in a little town. There's people walking by.
And I thought we were like in a stable.
I mean, yeah, it's off to the side, but it's not it's not in the middle of nowhere. Like you're you're not inside the stable. It's open. It's like an open structure. It's not, it's a small town.
Alright, then I won't.
All right. We'll just take our big gold money somewhere else with better horses.
He says, "I'm the only one renting him in town. Good luck."
Well, I can buy...
Give us a horse, you mean old man. What's wrong with you? I'm a
Well-
little old lady. I can't just be traipsing through the wilderness without a horse.
He says, "Well, I just don't appreciate people casting magic around me without my permission,
Jeez,
without
I'm
asking me."
trying to speak with animals. We're druids. We're not some sort of warlock dealing with...
How am I supposed to know
evil
this, you
deities.
magic people?
I have a mushroom.
It's probably what
on
happened
my
in that
head.
town up up north from here. All craziness. We don't
I
need that
am
around
proud
here.
Paranoid.
It's okay. You know what, guys? It's okay. You don't have to bring me. Don't punish them for my misdeeds. I'll just stay in the tavern. You guys rent. Here's some money. I give it to them, and I just start walking. Have a fun trip up where we're going.
Roll a deception check.
Shit.
Goodbye, Emma.
And as you walk away, he kind of gives them a look like, the nerve of her. He says, so what, you need 2 horses?
3.
Three horses, I think. One for Mildred, one for myself, and one for Leopold. Yes.
Now, Leopold just got a head in his hand, like, yes, a horse.
All right, and how many days?
Apparently 6.
6 days.
There's no way we're making it back to Candlekeep. This is horrible.
It's wonderful.
That was stupid. This is what? How are
We
we
have
supposed to?
permission.
Perhaps
We so do not.
Perhaps we could discuss this later on the road.
I wonder,
Good stuff. 3 horses, 6 days.
in that time period, did they have like papers for people? Like, how would they rent something and know who that person was and that they're gonna come back?
You
Like-
probably have to put down a deposit, actually.
Well, yeah, he was gonna. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes more sense. I'm like trying to figure out how that would work back then. Yeah, so that makes more sense. You would put down the deposit, probably the cost of the horse plus a little extra. So yeah, how many days? 6 days, you said?
I believe because we have to
6
go up there and then come back down. Because it's a 3-day ride just to get into this town, right?
What's the name of the town again?
So
Yes, 6 days.
all right. So he says that'll be 12. Wait, he says that'll be 75 gold pieces and 12 copper pieces.
Wait, how much did he say it was
Yeah, we
per,
don't have that.
3
per horse per
copper.
day? It was 3 copper per horse per
Well,
day.
I'm trying to think of because there would be the down payment to make sure that you bring the horse back. I get.
Basically, we're buying the horse and then getting our money back when we return with the horse.
That's not how.
How would it work back then? How other way would that work? You have no other way of.
Some kind of collateral.
It
Yeah,
totally
or-
makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, you could try that. You can try saying collateral.
Sir, I wonder, and I pull out the signet ring of Brantifax. This is an old family heirloom. It doesn't have much monetary value, but it is of extreme significance to me. Would you accept this as collateral?
Yeah, he takes it, looks at it, and he does that typical bite thing. He says, "But this is only worth 5 gold pieces."
Well, I'm certain it's worth more than that.
He says he
If,
looks at it
if for
again.
no other reason than my I mean it belonged to the woman who raised me.
He says that means nothing to me.
But it means a great deal to me, sir.
I mean, the player's handbook doesn't really mention anything like that. It
But then
doesn't
give me a
express-
better way to
doesn't-
give me a
doesn't
better way
qualify.
to secure the horse then.
Perhaps it has like a magical GPS.
Magical GPS. This town's trying to stay away from magic. He's like, how much do you got?
I have 5 copper and 5 gold. And this ring and a jeweled letter opener.
What is Leopold thinking right now? Like, what is going on in his head while
He's the
he
one
asks
with
for
all
this?
the money. He's very well to do. I mean, look at how fancily he is dressed.
I handed you 5 gold pieces,
This whole
Mildred.
thing
Don't
is
forget.
Oh,
stupid.
thank you, because I have no gold at all.
It's for the horses before I left.
He's still like doing day math in his head, like, wait, we were only supposed to be here for 3 days, and now we're going on 6. This is going to be a whole week. Why are we?
So yeah, so he looks at you and he says, "You look like you can afford it." Tell you what, 35 gold pieces.
30.
Give me a persuasion check. He says, all right, 30.
Mother. Fine!
You have 30 gold pieces. I didn't have any.
That's a refundable deposit when we return the horses. Yes.
Yeah, of course, if you turn them alive.
Leopold just looks down his party members, just like,
Do you,
And as Leopold,
do you like flash your bag of gold coins when you pull it out, or do you like just secretly pull them out one by one?
no, he reaches into his vest and just kind of like looks behind him at the group of kleptos and pulls out a stack of gold coins and angrily hands it to the man.
He says, kind of bounces in his hand. Shing, shing. He's like, good doing business. He's like, those 3 right there are yours. And he points at 3 horses.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, you guys, is there anything you're going to do before you leave?
As far as I'm concerned, aside from swinging by the tavern and picking up picking up hemlock.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Leo's going to ask. He's going to step into the bar. Once we step back into the bar, he's actually going to go ask the gentleman we spoke to before, because he knew about the dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So those dreams that the townspeople had, does it affect reach outward?
What do you mean?
Do people in this town have dreams?
He says, oh no, thank God for that. He says, we don't have those nightmares this far.
Fantastic. Okay.
All right. So you guys get on your horses and start heading up the trail to the Forgotten City. You're going up the mountainside. You can see it's getting more like chillier as you go up, but it's still green. You're traveling on your horses. It's one of those kind of narrow trails that kind of goes up the side of a mountain a little bit, and then it goes into the woods, and then it kind of goes back on the side of the mountain as it climbs up. And the first day is kind of uneventful. It's a nice day. It's pretty cloudy, and the night comes. What do you guys? Is there anything you would have talked about this entire time, or said, or wanted to say? There was like no encounters, there's no one on this road, and a lot of it is overgrown because people don't really travel it, but you can still find it going up.
So I'm really the only one that thinks this is a bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I believe you are.
All I know is we've researched about this place, yes? If I remember correctly.
There's not exactly much to research. People
We
have
found
bad
out-
dreams and they disappear.
We found out that there was a cave-in. Okay, so
Okay, we
there was
found
a cave-in.
we found out that there was a platinum mine had an explosion, and 30 miners were killed, and another 30 were trapped. Eventually, 16 of those trapped 30 got out, but the remaining 14 were never found. People almost immediately after the explosion, people started disappearing. And eventually everybody disappeared with the exception of the couple of people we've met in this town, the flower person and the innkeeper. We know that the mayor's name was Lay Duvezin.
Okay.
And we know that there was a smith named Tormund and his wife named Blennis.
Kush. I didn't see that he was typing.
So, I have a theory of my theory, since I've been thinking about this all this time. They opened a hole to either the underground, what's it called? Deep dark, dark deep? What the
Underdark.
The Underdark.
The Underdark, and something spooky came out, or they're messing with something that was living down there. The cave-in was not an accident. Maybe there's a cult. Who knows? These are my theories.
Are you suggesting that they perhaps delved too deep?
Yes.
Do you think that there'll be lots of platinum for us to acquire?
Oh, Minnie, you're so smart. Yes.
It was a platinum mine.
Oh, okay. Also, do we go straight to the mine? Or do we go place flowers on this poor man's wife's grave and go find necklace?
I think we go to the town first and see what we can find. We may find clues in the town as to why people are disappearing. Remember, we're not just here to put flowers on a grave and to locate a necklace. We're here to discover what happened ultimately to the people who disappeared.
But if we were to tragically die, researching is extremely dangerous thing. It would be nice if we had put the flowers on the nice lady's grave before we
Oh
went.
no, my
And
horse is slowing down. This is horrible.
The grave is in the town, is it not? So that just yet another reason to go to the grave first.
Yeah,
Or
it's
to the town first.
Is the grave under the tree with the necklace, or is the necklace somewhere else on a tree? In a tree?
You won't know until
He
you
told
get
us.
there. He said it was in the hollow of it.
Yeah, okay. So it was. Did he say that the grave was next to the hollow of the tree, or that
He did
it's just a
not.
completely. Sweet.
Yes. So yeah.
I suspect the graveyard is somewhere near the town.
I can locate objects. Da-ding!
Why don't we first
Let's go
get
look
to
with
the
our
town
eyeballs.
and investigate?
All right, let's go.
Am I
Well,
supposed
it's the end of the night at the first day, so it's dark out. It's right before you have to set up camp for the night.
Oh yeah.
So, who's gonna do the watch?
Once again, if I get my 4 hours in, I can take the remainder of the night. So I will begin my meditation.
I'll do first watch.
Okay.
I'll keep Pinion out. He has a better perception than me anyway.
I will go to bed.
All right. Hemlock, you you're having watch. It's you hear all the crickets and the bugs all around you making noises. You hear some twigs break every now and then, but your watch goes by. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. Who do you wake up?
I wake up. Who wants second watch? Leopold.
What? Why?
Wake up.
What?
Dear, it's your turn.
I just snap my fingers, Pinion comes out, and I lay back down. It's
Just
time!
the word.
Birdsee's better than me.
Yeah, but okay, he better wake us up, I swear. I better not die.
All right,
night.
your owl sits there and watches for you for the night. Yeah, your owl has this great perception with its eyes and it's like looking around. Wonder, because you're unconscious, so technically the owl's not under your control. You told it what to do. It's doing its thing, but then it finds a mouse. It sees a mouse moving, and it takes flight and it goes after the mouse into the woods real quick with it, and it starts eating it. Chows down, and then it flies back, but nothing happens on its watch. But it doesn't know how to wake you, or it doesn't really tell time, so it doesn't know how to wake you.
Well, it's not actually an owl. It's a.
I know, but it's more of the habit of that made it do it.
Okay.
So it's still. What is the intelligence of an owl? I don't think it's that high.
2.
I mean, the owl just stays. It just keeps watching throughout the night. Fader, while you're in your trance, the same thing happens again, where suddenly you're just in this void. There's the mist all around you, and you just hear that girl again crying, and she says, "I can feel you getting closer. Hurry, help me."
As I as I try to find her in the void, I know that I remember that I didn't have food with me last time. I want to specifically look to see, do I have the coin in its pouch on the front of my belt?
So, I mean, all your pouches and stuff are there, but if you look at any of them, there's nothing in them.
I will try to manifest one of my daggers.
This is, yeah, you try to manifest a dagger, and nothing happens.
Okay. Where are you?
You hear, "I don't know, it's dark. I can't see. I don't know where my parents are. They brought me to this town."
What is your name?
Where are you? And then the mist kind of fades back away, and you're back wherever you were in your trance. Since you come back out of that and back into your trance, you can feel the sun start to rise on your skin. It is the next morning, everybody. You get a long rest.
I will wake up Leopold. Leopold, apparently your owl is suffering from some sort of an attention deficit problem. Perhaps an owl by itself is maybe not the best guard for a campsite.
It's the best guard against you.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone. Good to see everyone is still here. Yay!
Good morning. I had the best sleep ever.
I feel great. I'm ready for adventure. Very excited.
Speaking of best sleep, have any of you been? Did any of you have disturbing dreams last night?
No, just normal, looking at the moon, howling, all that jazz.
Okay.
I had one a while back, but not last night in particular.
I'm going to tell them the details of my dream.
Okay.
And then after I spent some time trying to look for her, I just sort of fell out of the mist and was back in my body.
That's crazy. So she's hungry, and she's saying that you're coming closer to her?
Yes, and one thing that she said last night, right toward the end of the vision, made it sound as though she's from this town. Something about can't find her parents, and something about being in the town. I don't remember the details.
Did you found out her name?
No, I asked her name, and she didn't respond. She simply asked me where I was.
Maybe she's a victim of the mining incident?
Well, I suspect she was not a victim of the explosion. She's when I saw her the 2 nights ago, she seems too young to have been in the explosion, but perhaps she's one of the folks who disappeared afterwards.
Smart. But I also was thinking maybe it's a ghost child? Because that's creepy. She's hungry. I feel like a little bit of a I'm gonna eat you vibe. But that's just me.
Perhaps
I
we can
was
free her like we did the little girl in the mansion by slaughtering her incorporeal form.
Let's not try to do that, dear. Maybe
I
we can
was
find her bones and reconnect her to our family if she is dead.
I will say I was not in my vision. I was not able to summon my psychic daggers.
Are you usually able to do that, dear?
I've never tried to do that within a trance vision, but here in the real world, yeah, I summoned one of my daggers.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that.
Well, it could be good to know that you cannot do that when you're dreaming. All right, it's time to go. Let's find the little girl and give her some food or murder her.
Viciously?
Whatever. Murder her poltergeist reincarnated spirit so that she can move on into the afterlife.
This all sounds horrible.
I say we talk to her first, but let's go on.
Perhaps
Yep.
she'll want some tea.
Exactly.
Okay, so get your horses ready. Hop on and continue your journey. It's getting a little more. It's chillier now. The sky is just all clouds. You're making your way through. It's as the day goes on, it's just getting more and more chilly and colder. It's not freezing, but it definitely has a nice chill to the air.
It's not gonna snow, is it? Like I know when it's
Give
gonna
me a
snow.
perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, you look up and kind of because you're a druid and everything, but it doesn't. It's just no, it's not going to snow. No, it's just chilly because you're going up the mountainside into the higher you're up, the colder it gets. Let's see. So as you're coming up, everyone give me perception checks. Okay. All right. Hemlock. Wow, that's a really good perception check. Okay. So, yeah, as you guys are traveling on these horses, everybody except for Hemlock is going to be surprised as these massive eagles come swooping down from behind. Everyone,
Is it daytime now?
It's like late afternoon.
Okay. Can I see things?
Oh, you can't see anything? No, you
I have
can
like
see.
5 feet of vision.
Let me change the map. All right, who is up first? Let's see.
It is not letting me select my token in order to be able to roll initiative.
Really?
This is not roll 20.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I forgot that I had to right-click it. My apologies.
It's fine. All right, so first round is surprise. Oops, eagle. One of the eagles go first. Suddenly, yeah, Leopold, as you're walking,
What?
or you're riding
No.
your horse.
No.
This massive eagle comes swooping down behind you. This is kind of where Hemlock kind of looks behind and sees this thing coming. What's it going to do? It's going to go with its talons and try to grab at you. Gets a 24.
Oh dear.
Yes. So it comes down and it just grabs at you and kind of lifts you off your horse. How much movement was that? 5, so it goes another, let's see, 5, another 35 this way. And it makes a bite attack at you with advantage because you're grappled. Oops, that was 19, and let me roll again. And a 10. So 19 hits, right?
Is grappled advantage or is it restrained advantage?
Isn't grapple restrained? Let me see. I have to look it up.
No, just a grapple's creature speed is 0.
Oh, it's okay. So there's no advantage against you then. Sorry about that.
But
So,
the first roll
yeah,
was
it was a 19 anyway.
Yeah, that's still gonna hit me. Huh?
Yeah. All right. So it bites for 9 piercing damage.
Ow!
Next eagle is going to come at Brittany. I guess Mildred, because she's behind. Sorry. So it comes 35. This one tries to grab you as well, Mildred.
I'm just a mushroom.
A delicious mushroom.
You got nothing to do with mushrooms. They're carnivores.
But it gets a 1. It misses. Let me just... so then it tries to go for a beak at your head. Gets a 15.
So I don't think that's a hit, although I was looking at this earlier. My armor class is 10, and it's just not, like, reading any of my equipped armor. I don't know what's going on with it.
So what is your armor class? Yeah, 13.
Leather armor is 11 plus my dex modifier,
So
which
14.
is 14 plus 1, so it's 15.
So it still hits.
I
15.
Yeah.
So it bites you for 9 piercing. And it's kind of like flapping over you, trying to get at you. Hemlock.
I see it, so I'm going to Dust Devil it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be on it. Anyway.
Mildred has a 16. Sorry. I'm looking at D&D Beyond now. It's a 16.
Okay. Well, then you
I
can
don't know
just take
why.
it back.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. All right.
So I Dust Devil it, and any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the Dust Devil and makes a strength saving throw. On the failed save, the creature takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage and gets pushed away 10 feet away. And on a successful save, the creature takes half of it. As my bonus action, I can move the Dust Devil up to 30 feet, any direction. And the Dust Devil moves over sand, dust, and loose dirt on higher ground, or sucks up the material, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, saving throw. Strength.
Okay. Gets a 6.
So, damage. Eight.
Nice.
And then, I don't have any bonus actions, I don't think. So, yeah. That's it.
All right. Mildred. Oh yeah, we're doing the reroll thing. Fader.
Oh, wait, it has to be
I haven't
pushed
gone-
away
I
10
haven't
feet.
gone yet.
Yeah, the first round was a surprise round. Oh, which way do you get to pick which way, or is it random?
Let me see. It
feet.
doesn't say.
All right,
just says push 10 feet away.
So where did you put your template? Is it because if it's behind
It's
him?
underneath it.
So, okay.
Well, it would be behind him because it'd be just
Yeah,
his
so
tail
we'll
feather.
just say it just moves like this then. Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Fader.
First off, it looks on the map? It looks like on the right-hand side of the path there's a cliff.
Yeah.
Prior to those trees, is
Yep.
that correct?
That is correct.
So there's no cover here. All right. I'm going to. It's horizontally 30 feet from me to the eagle that's carrying Leopold. How high is that eagle? I'm trying to figure out. Is it within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
I am going to summon a dagger and hurl it at the eagle that is currently carrying Leopold.
$13 is a hit.
Is Leopold menacing this eagle?
What do you mean?
Do I get sneak attack?
That's a good question because he's grappled, but I guess yes.
Excellent.
So 19 damage. Yeah, that hurt that eagle pretty bad. Is it gonna...
bonus action, I'm going to throw my second dagger.
Okay. It's flying over the cliff holding Leopold. You throw your second dagger and hit it. Leopold, what's going through your mind right now?
This is how I die. This is how these idiots kill me.
Don't worry, Leopold, we're gonna save you.
4 more damage.
Yep, he takes 4 more damage. This eagle's not looking good. And remember, it is over the cliff, holding Leopold.
All right, I'm
How
going
high
to
up is
try
it? How
to.
high up are they?
35 feet, but it's there's a cliff that just drops.
There's a there's a bush up here in the park, a few feet up the path. I'm just going to start moving my horse forward. I don't know how far the horse moves as a movement.
60 movement. So, yep, it could get to there. Okay, Giant Eagle's turn. The one holding Leopold. I'm actually curious to see what this thing is going to do because it just got hurt pretty bad. What's its intelligence?
How close is it
8?
to me right now?
It's 35 feet away in the air.
How close is the other one to me, if you don't mind me asking?
It's like 10 feet away. Let me see. This eagle. All right, so it still holds on to you, but it is going to do another beak attack at you.
Ow.
Like you just see this massive thing, but gets an 8. But then it starts to fly up the mountainside.
Up? Oh dear.
Yep. 80 feet. No, 40 feet.
How high am I in the air right now?
You are 75 feet up.
Oh dear Christ!
Keep an eye on where that eagle brings Leopold.
Am I close to the cliff at all, or is it?
Leopold. I guess it would have. Yeah, it would have kind of flew like up this way. 75 feet. It's climbing. It's just like kind of sticking to the side and going straight up.
So how far am I from the cliff face?
You are. We'll say like if you look at it right now, you would be. Yeah, 45-ish feet.
Oh shit!
But 75-foot drop down to the ledge that your group is on. Yeah, what does he do?
This is the dumbest thing ever. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to try it.
I know what he's going to do.
I am going to shocking grasp the eagle.
Okay.
And miss entirely.
Ah. Yeah, you're trying to swing your hands up to get to it, but it's just moving too much as it's going up.
Shit. Do I really have anything that will help hit? Not really. And I can't hold a bonus action, so. I am going to cast. I'm just going to try to shove it closer to the cliff. It's only 5 feet, but we'll try it.
So you're shoving the bird away?
Yeah, closer to the cliff. Closer to the cliff.
What do you mean closer to the... If I understand shove correctly, if you're grappled and you shove something away from you, it releases you.
Oh, it's a different kind of... It doesn't say away, it just in a thing of my choosing, I think.
But isn't that one of the way you escape grapples? If you shove a creature grappling something, it it shoves you away from. That's pretty much. Isn't that how it works?
And it does say, it specifically says 5 feet. Oh, toward or away from you.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe not shove. You're gonna like swing and like try and pull it into the cliff face.
Let's say I'm trying to pull it down 5 feet, at least 5 feet.
Yeah. All right.
Because that's all I can do. That's literally all I can do.
All right. We'll see. We'll go with it. It gets a 13.
Aha!
So 5 feet.
Fucking what?
So yeah, it just goes kind of just pushes it down for a second, but it's just still flapping. All right, that's
I
it.
don't like any of this. Yes.
Mildred.
So the other one hasn't gone yet?
Nope, not yet.
And this thing has like a dust devil like swirling around it.
It's behind you right now.
The dust devil is?
Yeah.
So it's not in the dust devil.
Nope.
I will just throw a magical stone at it. Oh, I get to re-roll that. I think. I'm gonna
Why do you get to reroll?
It's
it?
halfling.
I have halfling luck.
Oh, the halfling thing again. Yeah. Yep. You don't have luck. Sorry. Yeah, you like throw your stone, but the horse kind of just moves at the wrong moment, and it just goes over the side. Woo. Anything else? Can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I was just reading it. I'm sorry. No. That's it.
Okay, Hemlock.
Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna go like this in the air, and then cast and do like a little lasso and cast Earthbind on the freaking eagle that has Leo in his hand.
Cast the spell or put the spell in the.
Yeah,
You can just.
it's my last second spell. So it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Awesome. So what does that look like when you do it again? Say it again.
So you know, like Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
has
yeah,
the
that
real
the magic
that's what
lasso.
I'm-
Yeah.
yeah.
so
So I'm like cowgirling it over
yeah,
here,
that's
and
awesome.
then all of a sudden I wrap it around its neck and I pull, and then. all
Well,
of a sudden
if
only
you
s-
get it, yeah.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
see.
if I, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you're swinging your lasso and it's glowing, and you throw
strength.
it up. Tries to kind of wraps around it for a second, and let's see. Does it have any kind of advantages? Nope. Gets a 12.
Yes. And then I
It just
pull it down.
it just like gets just pulls and it starts descending.
Descending 60 feet per round until
round.
it reaches ground, and it says safely on the ground.
Mhm.
It says.
Yeah,
So.
so it like wraps around the bird's wings and it's just all like caught up, and it just puts up this cry.
And I bonus action move the dust devil onto this bird. Hold on, let me see if that's still up. I'm sorry. Let me look that up real quick.
Okay. The dust devil?
Yeah,
I thought it was. Should be.
I'm making sure it's
It's a 1 minute concentration.
yes.
No, it's
Let
not
me
even
look at it.
concentration. It's just a minute. So you can use it as a bonus action. You can move the dust devil up to 30 feet.
Yes. All right, I'm moving it to this guy right here.
Okay. Yep, got it.
Thanks.
Actually, put it like over here, so it doesn't hurt the the thing. All right, so it is going to do a strength saving throw against that. I'm rolling so bad. It gets a 11. Yeah. So it gets pushed away again, and 5
Takes 5.
damage. God, Hemlock's looking pretty awesome right now.
I feel like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, you're like.
Oh. At the beginning of his turn, though, he needs to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it is the beginning of its turn right now. DC Constitution saving throw. What was the DC?
14.
Gets a 5.
Takes 4 damage.
Alright. It swoops up. It was 10 feet. So it swoops up 60 feet to get to its mate. So plus 60. And as it comes up, it sees its mate being pulled down, and it kind of grabs onto her, and now it's flapping, trying to hold on to its mate, while its mate is holding on to Leopold. How am I going to do this?
So the one bird is grappling the other bird that's
Yeah.
grappling Leopold.
Yeah.
And being grappled by the rope.
Yeah, it's not able to like keep it up in the air, but it's kind of descending with it, trying to hold on. How do I do this? Because it failed its strength. Okay, so it's not able to keep it up. So yeah, now you're kind of pulling down a bird attached to another bird. Let's see. Fader.
Okay. From where I am now, how far away are they?
Right now they're 70 because it's going to descend on its turn.
You said 70. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to move till I'm closer to them along the road so that they're no more than 60 feet away, and then I'm going to throw my dagger at the one that's holding Leopold again.
Okay, so you're going to hold position until it's 60?
No, I'm going to move. I'm going to ride the horse so that I'm more underneath them.
Yeah, they're 70
And then
feet
I'm gonna-
away.
Right, and then I'm going to hold my action until they my
That's
attack.
what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
All right. So you move over, get ready.
Yes.
The eagle's turn. It starts to descend. Is there any kind of save each turn against this earthbind, or no? No. Oh, until it reaches the
No.
ground.
Yeah,
All right.
60 feet.
So it starts to descend 60 feet. That triggers Fader. That's a hit. Which one were you going at?
The one that's actively holding Leopold.
Okay. That hits. Damage. Well, technically, let me see. It would be for 6 damage.
Not 15 damage.
Oh, 16. So you said once it got in range, you threw your dagger, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it started coming down 10 feet. You threw your dagger. You kill it. It dies, and Leopold drops 60 feet.
Vader, you asshole!
Shit.
Oh my god. So that's a 20d6.
Wait, did you say
Can
20? Wait, did you say 20 d6?
Well, no, I'm sorry, 66. Oh, what was I thinking? That's
Can we
not-
attempt to catch him?
No.
No.
Oh boy.
Perhaps that wasn't well
Oh
thought
boy.
out.
Oh.
You
That's
take
what I
22
said,
damage
safety.
as you slam into the ground. You just see a crack. Okay, 1 d team male and female.
Are you still alive, Leo?
I tried to do it safely.
Hemlock, you're up.
Oh shit! I'm going to run a. I am going to. Do. Hold on 1 second. No.
Like a Leopold-shaped hole in the ground now.
I don't have anything to do. Can I do Earthbind again? Hold on. One creature. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna move the Dust Devil over to the one that's in the air.
Dust Devil can move 30 feet, so it'll be.
Oh shit! Never mind.
It'll be closer.
Yeah. 5, 10, 11, 5,
I
10.
mean, you could just say you move it up 30 feet closer to it. And then...
Yeah, 30 feet closer,
Okay.
please. And then I will cast. I only have good berries. I can't do anything. I'll do infestation on the eagle.
Okay.
Constitution. I mean, it's a cantrip. So it means take a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Gets 18.
Wow, first time.
I know. Yeah, so it just shakes him off. That's it.
Let me roll a d4 so I know what way it moved.
All right, well, you're doing that, Mildred. South.
To the south.
Okay. It's 75 feet in the air.
70. Yeah, the eagle lets out a piercing, crying kind of screech.
I'll just prepare to throw a stone at it if it comes back down here.
Okay. Eagle's turn. Yeah, the eagle takes off. The eagle flies away. It dashes 160 feet up into the mountainside and just putting out this constant, like, screeching, sad sound. Hemlock, since you guys are, and Mildred, you guys are druids, so you can tell the sound of a sad bird who just lost its mate. And as it flies up, you can hear these two little noises as the eagle goes back into its nest where its babies were waiting for its next dinner. And then you just constantly hear the thing off in the distance putting out these cries of sadness. You clean yourselves up. What does Leopold say as he's lying there crushed?
Oh, Leopold, I'm so glad to see you're all right. Thank goodness.
You're out
That's
of battle.
good of you to drop in.
Perhaps we should climb up there, and then we could take one of the baby eagle chicks and raise it, and then we can ride around on them.
I say we do
Leopold
not do that.
tries to throw a stone at Mildred, but his arm's probably broken, so it goes 2 feet.
Alright.
I'm telling you, a baby eagle would be so cute. We can take it back to Candlekeep and raise it.
Another rock. Clink, clink.
Anybody know how to heal him?
It would not do a whole lot if I did.
I squat down, poke him.
Don't you worry, dear.
Ugh.
If you fall to your wounds, I'll pop you right back up with just a smidgen of life left in you.
I mean, tomorrow I can cure you.
What time of day is it?
It was late afternoon.
Ah. If I may make a suggestion, when we do camp tonight, perhaps Leopold forgoes taking a watch.
I don't think that's good, dear. His head's a little.
I said forgo. I said forgo.
Oh, forgo.
Not,
Sorry.
not take watch.
You broke out a little bit for me. Yes, I think that would be grand. Oh, his brain's coming out. Somebody smush it back in.
That's
Oh,
quite all right. I don't think
have-
he uses that much.
I have an herbalism kit. Perhaps I can apply some herbs to your wounds, and
I think he just needs a leaf.
Help.
Like, shove it in.
Yes, let me push your brains in with this leaf.
Ooh, just keep that hat on really tight, okay, dear?
What is
You
this?
look great.
What is Leopold doing?
Just staring daggers at them all.
Alright.
Hey,
So,
this is what you get for saying you're gonna die, okay? You don't put that stuff out in the air. Look at you, you almost died.
It's called a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's all next time say we are not going to die, and this won't happen.
Yep, we're not going to die. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's get back on our horses and be on our way.
I pick him up.
Adventure's calling.
alright. Yeah, you guys help Leopold back onto his horse. And everyone starts trotting back up the mountainside.
Leaving a trail of blood as he lays on the horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting with him on the horse. Millie's gonna take my horse because I feel like he's gonna fall off if somebody's not with him.
Okay. Yeah, so you make sure he stays on as the horse goes up. Yeah, there's no more incidences, but you can, every now and then, you just hear that poor bird just putting out these cries to her mate that is dead. Yeah, you come to the end of the night, you set up camp, and begin your watch. Let's take our first 10-minute break. And then we'll continue. That was funny.
Oh.
That's why I was like, you wait when it gets 10 feet down, and then you throw it, right? And you're like, yep. So I was like, all right.
That's what we call experience.
Yeah, that was funny. All right, let's be right back.
I'm ready.
All right. So that happens. Bunk is hurting for the rest of the day. I mean, every time that horse is just trotting, and it's just like bumpy. Yeah, it's every time you're just like, ow, 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 ow. As your bones are fractured and yeah. So it's not a fun trip for you, Leopold. It actually really sucks. But the sun goes down. Night comes. Everyone sets up. You set up your camp. I'm just going to fast forward because nothing happens. You do your setup for your watches. Is there anything you guys want to say that night before you go to sleep?
Don't worry, Leopold. You'll feel right as rain in the morning.
You just have to sleep it off, dear. Okay?
I'll make you a cup of soothing chamomile tea to help get you to sleep.
Perhaps you'd like to lick the toad.
Oh, the toad would definitely help too, but he's so opposed to such things.
Leopold's trying to crawl away.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just pulling him back. Oh, just lay right here. I'll
Yes,
look after you.
you don't worry, we'll help you into bed.
Oh, you're getting dirty here. Don't move.
You got blood all over your nice clothes.
Tomorrow I can heal you. I tap him on the head. Don't worry.
I'm pretty sure a good rest will reposition your bones in the proper position.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, I feel like there should be a lingering
All of your
effects for this
dislocated joints are just gonna pop right back into the place.
That's the one thing about. That's the worst thing about, I guess, healing. That's the worst and best thing about good night sleep. I don't know. How do you want to play that, Leopold? Do you want a disadvantage on Dex moves?
Nah, I think he's got enough disadvantages.
All
Maybe
right, then we won't do it.
Millie, you do medicine, right?
Yeah, no, yes, of course.
Maybe you can like pop his
Yes, don't worry.
joints back in.
Yeah, I like that.
Here. I'm just gonna pop them all back in.
No.
Give me a
Pressure
medicine
points,
check,
dear.
Mildred.
It's the way
Don't
of
worry,
the swamp.
I'm always so good at these sorts of performances.
And she lines up your bones and is ready.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
solid.
that's a good. I mean, it still hurts. Yeah, she's popping your bones back in, but she does a pretty good job. Yeah, and you guys go to
Just
sleep.
hearing echoing on all sides of the mountain.
Maybe some moaning throughout the night, but you all end up getting your long rest.
I find it hilarious that you regain all hit points on frickin'
I know.
bonus.
I feel like I should do the lingering injuries table, but you have to say stuff like that at the beginning.
All right, a brand new day.
So, yeah.
Why?
You feeling
Oh.
better?
You look great.
I feel angrier.
I
That-
tried
that-
to help you get
We did
out
not
of
think it was
slowly.
possible. We are helping you to find new heights of
Right.
anger
So,
Yes.
and frustration.
yeah, so you all had your night's sleep. There was no visions, anything like that. And yeah, you get on your horses and you start your next day, or your next day of journey. As you're going through, it's just a cloudy day again. It's just more cold than it was the day before. And as you're going through, Fader, you actually hear a voice in your head, and it sounds like the little girl. She says, "I can talk to you now."
Where are you?
I don't know. It's cold. It's.
Describe what you see around you.
I'm in a room, in an abandoned house. It looks like
Okay. What's your name?
I'm hiding under the bed.
Stay under the bed. What's your name?
I gotta go. And
Did she,
that's all you hear. Yeah, that was the last you hear.
I just spoke with the little girl that I was seeing in my visions.
Oh, are you gonna drop her off a cliff too?
I believe an eagle dropped you off the cliff. And I don't. She's hiding under a bed. I don't think an eagle can get at her in that.
She's in a abandoned building.
She's in a house, hiding under a bed, and it's cold.
Ooh.
And
Maybe it's
I
one of the
lost
houses up there.
I lost contact with her before she could tell me her name. She was just about to tell me her name.
Ugh. We're getting close.
Or it could just be the town screwing with you.
That is always a possibility. I would ask Hemlock.
Yes, dear.
I know that we've all got a lot on our minds, but I don't know what you might do. But could you just sort of keep an eye on me, and if I smack me, if I seem like I'm losing my mind.
It'd be my honor to smack you if you mind.
Thank you.
Well, we should get going to save the girl if she's there.
All right, you continue your journey on this uneventful day. You have no more psychic connections or anything like that. But then as you approach, you're going up the path and you start seeing a lot of trees on both sides. It kind of starts leveling out. And then in front of you, it kind of opens up and you see a village. As you approach, the village is eerily quiet. The sun is down. It is a night sky. It's a few hours before you need to set up for camp. There are plants and wildlife have overtaken the crumbling houses. Leafless vines climb rotting walls. Birds and other small creatures are nested in the exposed rafters. And gnarled trees protrude from the fallen roofs of the few buildings. The overcast sky, well, it's dark, but you can still see that there's a lot of clouds because you don't really see any stars. And there's just an oppression kind of in the air, and it seems just to envelop this whole village. I'll bring you to a map.
Well, isn't this quaint?
Yep. See somebody.
I see absolutely nothing. Oh, okay, I see a house.
Now I see nothing also.
Let's see. Yeah, because it's dark. The sun went down. What do you do, Mildred?
I will light a torch.
Is Mildred the only one among us who doesn't have dark vision?
Yes. Do you have that spell?
Light?
No, I have dark vision spell.
I don't.
Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, Mildred is holding a torch.
Yes.
Ooh, that's bright.
Holy moly!
I'm here!
Mildred!
She's a beacon!
It's too low.
I can see the light. It's coming to take me.
She's a little firefly over here.
So what do you guys do?
Do we just start looking around?
I guess.
Begin moving through town, or begin looking inside buildings?
Are these buildings like destroyed or just abandoned? Like,
A lot of them are destroyed, like you can see. This one right in front of you, you just see the foundation of it. A lot of the roofs have collapsed in a lot of these buildings. It's really dark out, so you can't really see that far.
I'm gonna kick the door in on this one.
Okay, Mildred. You go over and you just kick the door in. Let's see.
Hello? Is anybody home?
The door just opens right up because it's old. It's just practically almost falls off its hinges as the thing creaks open. You just see a plain, simple room. There's a door to another room. It's just a two-room kind of house. It's not really that big. It's just trash everywhere. Mostly all the furniture is just destroyed and just in pieces. You see probably a little bed in the corner, just moldy straw now. Yeah, and you call out and nothing responds.
Nobody in there. Ooh, let's find a fancy house. Like Mr. Fancy Pants over there would live in.
May I suggest some caution? Don't forget that something on the order of 30, 60, however many people disappeared in this town.
Oh, of course, dear. I'm plenty cautious.
Yeah.
And then I boot the door in on this house.
Again, these houses are just ruins. It kind of is very similar to the other room, or the other house. Just a room.
Nobody home here either.
You can hear to the west just this.
the hell?
Like a creaking?
Yep.
Sounds
Like
like a
a
hinge.
swing?
Like a sign?
You'd have to look
Where was it?
to the west.
It sounded like it was to the west.
I have a suggestion, boys and girls. Let's not sleep here. If we could.
Well, we've been on the road for the entire day.
Yeah, but
I don't know about you, but I'm getting. I mean, I don't sleep, but
Shepherd,
you know.
or Shepherd, Hemlock, out of the corner of your eye, as one of the buildings kind of goes out of vision, you just something kind of just moves. You just think you saw something move. You look and it's gone. And you're,
what was that?
What was
Did you
what?
see that? Something just moved. I think I saw something over there.
In which building?
Where?
Yeah, which building?
It was the one above Leopold, like off to that to the right corner of the house.
Ooh, I've got it! And then I boot in the door on the house.
Oh god.
You break open the door, just dust everywhere. Here you see a smashed desk. Actually, a bunch of little smashed desks. Looks like it might have been a school.
Hello, we're not going to hurt you. We're
This is
friends.
Yes,
White
we're just
lady.
violent against doors, apparently.
We don't like doors, that's our thing.
It is the appropriate way to enter into dilapidated homes.
We're friendly. We're here to help if anybody's here. My name is Hemlock. If you're hungry, we have food.
You just see the decaying furniture inside.
Okay. If you get brave, I just say this out loud. Come up it to us. Just be nice, please. Don't scare us. And I wander to the group.
I've got to say, I really like this place. I've
I've got a good
So-
feeling about it.
I'm going to pause it. So as you come over here, this building right next to Hemlock, this is the building where you can see that there is a sign still attached on the hinges, and it's just kind of swinging back and forth. And on the sign, you can just make out, because it's carved into the sign, the wand and hammer.
Ooh. Let's boot in the door.
Let's just open it.
So I'm
But
going to...
that's not nearly as dramatic.
Yeah.
I will have everyone in initiative.
Shit. Taki.
No, it's just going to be an easy way for me to control what's happening. So yeah, Fader, you see the sign. It says the wand and hammer. What do you do?
Does it look like a store, a tavern, an inn?
So you're going to do a perception check?
Sure.
It looks like a blacksmith's kind of place.
I will open the door.
Walks over and opens the door. Leopold, what do you do?
I am going to pap out Pinion and send him to one of the rooftops. And I'm going to get a bird's eye view of this town to see if there's anything ducking around corners or whatnot.
Okay. Give me a perception check through him. So when you open that door, you see a thick layer of dust covers the interior of this building. A forge sits dormant in the far corner, a blacksmith anvil, and an empty quenching trough beside it. On the opposite side of the room are 2 workbenches with stools. Mildred, what do you do?
I will kick in the door.
Well,
of
the
this
door's open.
building.
Oh, the other
Nope.
building?
Yes.
Okay. You go over to that building, you kick open the door, dust just flies everywhere, and it's another just decaying building. Nothing really, I mean, without like thoroughly searching anything, it just seems like an old building.
Okay. If I see nothing in there, I just like walk back out and back towards where the wand and hammer is.
All right. Hemlock. Oops.
I'm going into the wand and hammer
With
Fader.
Fader. Okay.
And I'm going to peek over my shoulder and go, Millie, dear, don't wander off too far, okay?
No,
It's dangerous.
she's going with. I think she went back that way.
Okay.
All right.
Come
So.
on.
All right. So Leopold, as your owl sits up on top of the rooftops and it's like looking around, it doesn't see anything out of like the ordinary, but it does see like little things running around, and when it kind of zooms in, they're just, this place is like infested with rats.
Well, I would suspect that the wildlife would take back over. Fantastic. I will keep Pinion up there, and I will rejoin the group, and I will tell him to shout at me if he sees anything worth coming at us.
Okay. So, yeah, you all go into this building. It's just covered in dust. What do you guys do?
Search for hidden
Would-
things.
Would someone like to help me search?
I'll search.
Searching.
All right, so you guys go in and just start looking around. Give me a investigation check with advantage, Fader.
It's an intimidation check. Not an investigation check.
Okay.
Total
Yeah,
of 8.
as you're looking around, you're all kind of looking through the room, but Vader, you find a false panel in the corner of the floor. When you open it up, you see that it hides a steel shield with platinum filigree in the shape of winding serpents, 2 matching short swords with platinum filigree on the hilts and pommel in a similar serpent motif, and a stack of 10 iron bars, each weighing 10 pounds.
I'm sorry, 100 pounds worth of iron?
10 each, 10 bars, 10 pounds.
Okay. The shield, was that a normal size shield, or is it like a small like model like
No, it's a steel shield.
an actual shield?
Yep.
Okay.
What is so Leopold or Hemlock and Mildred was helping with that? What does Leopold do?
Leopold sees him start pulling items out of there. I guess he'll cast Detect Magic and see if any of those items or anything around the room is magical.
Okay. Yeah, you as Hemlock, Mildred, and Fader are pulling these items out. Who's getting what, by the way? Because that's a lot of weight. So who's going to be carrying what?
I'm just stacking bars at the moment.
Okay.
Is there anyone among us who uses a shield?
My mushroom is a shield,
I can use
but
a
I don't.
shield.
I don't use things that are created of metal.
Oh, right.
So, Leopold.
I mean,
Wait, let me. Well, as they're doing that, and your eyes are looking for anything magical, your eyes actually do see a glow, coming from under a workbench.
I will follow my eyes then.
Okay. You kind of look down and under, and you just see a ring that is covered in dust. And you're just glowing.
I'll pick it up and prestidigitation at first, and then pick it up.
Okay. Yeah, you see this gold, a thin platinum ring with like a little gold plating on it.
Interesting. So there's a magical glow coming off of this, but nothing off of the items that Sveda pulled out.
No. So I'm sorry to cut you off, Hemlock. What were you going to say?
oh, it's no problem. We could put it on the horses if nobody wants to carry it.
It's a good idea.
That seems like the more ideal of situations. Yes, I will.
Oh yeah, your horses.
Can I see what type of magic is on the ring?
Transmutation.
Interesting. I'll go ahead and hold on to the ring for now.
Okay. I think it's transmutation. But I think it is. Alright. So what else do you guys do?
Let's find more treasure.
It's Vader, you hear in your head the same little girl talk, and she says, can you come help me?
I'm trying to find you, little one.
Not with them. They're not like us.
What's your name?
And it gets quiet again.
Okay. I just heard from her again. I'm beginning to suspect that you are right, Brittany. Sorry, Hemlock. I don't know why I call you Brittany.
It's
Um,
okay.
this time she seemed as though she wanted me to come alone and leave
Why
you all behind. I don't like the sounds of that.
She's trying to be manipulative. She's trying to split the party.
though?
Let's
Why?
go kick down a door.
Why do you think she just wants you alone, though?
Ooh, maybe she likes you.
Do? Oh, a cute
Um,
crush. No,
for
I'm
just
just
one
kidding.
brief instant, Fader knows a little bit of what it's like to be Leopold.
Vader and the ghost sitting in the tree.
And then Vader, you hear, they're not like us. You can't trust them.
Can you tell me what house you're in?
First, you have to get away from them. You can't trust them.
Why do you think she wants you alone, though? I'm just joking about the whole sitting in the tree, but still, you know.
He wants to devour his soul.
Yeah, but what's so special?
That does seem
not,
more likely.
not to say that you're not special. I mean, you have
Well,
your own things, but what's so special about you?
well, hold on. Mildred, you just said she wants to devour my soul. Is it? I mean, again, we know that we're in a town whose the majority of its population disappeared.
Indeed.
Is it not possible that they disappeared by being led away?
Indeed, lured into a trap.
With their dreams.
No, I'm sure you're fine. Just go meet with her. This will be fine.
Let's go kick down some doors. I'm getting antsy.
I don't mind going and finding her. I just don't know if it's prudent to do so alone.
Oh, it's a terrible idea.
Why? Is it because you have your, like, you know, your daggers that you can go like that, you know, you have powers or something? Is that why?
I mean, I do have my own particular abilities, but then again, so do you, so does Brendan. So, wow, where did that come from? So does
Really?
Mildred.
I
Even
throw
Leopold
magic
has his.
stones.
It's true, magic stones.
But I understand. She does keep saying that the three of you are, as she puts it, not like us.
It's
And she
evil.
is speaking to me in my head, and that is something that I've
You
been
can
able to do for some time.
Also,
Do
she's hungry. She's hungry.
you have some sort of mysterious secret, Vader? Something that sets you apart from us that you might share in common with the spirit?
Are you a ghost?
I manifest a dagger.
But-
Yes, I think I might.
But, I mean, well, then perhaps you would know more than us. I don't know why you're, Obviously, you know your secrets. The fact that you don't want to share it with us is your own prerogative. But obviously, you're mysterious and,
I don't know if there are any secrets that I have not shared with you. I mean, I haven't told you every detail of my life, but not because there's something that I'm intentionally holding back.
Well, from what power source do you claim your magical abilities? From
His
whence?
brain.
That's the reason that I came to Candlekeep, is to try and find out where my abilities come from. I don't know where they're coming from.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Mystery.
Let's kick down a door. I guarantee you, one of these rusty, button-down doors has an answer on the other side.
All right.
Or a big monster that accomplishes it. Either way.
Leopold, Leopold, can you have
It'll be
pin-
exciting either way.
It's true. Can you have Pinion look for that graveyard? I do feel bad not putting the flowers down.
Well, it's not like we've left.
I know, but I just want to make sure we know where we're going.
I feel trapped. I can't move.
Go kick a door down.
So Mildred, you cross to the other house. And
Which
that's
one?
The one across.
I already kicked that door in.
Oh, was this one you kicked in? Yeah. So this one, when you kicked it in, was a lot of stone masonry work. You saw some headstones that are like blank and stuff like that. So it looks like this is where they made headstones.
On to the next one.
What is Leopold doing while Mildred is walking off to the next house?
I'll go ahead and telepathically link to Pinion and have him fly up a little bit and look for this graveyard.
Yeah, and his distance from you is 100 feet.
Yeah, that's as far as I need to be.
But
to
then he can
be
see
connection.
another 60, in a sense, you would think.
I think his dark vision is actually quite brilliant. Let's see. Al has 120-foot dark vision.
Okay. So, let's see how far you can see. Okay, yeah. So as your owl flies up into the air, you can see that there is a cemetery off to the northwest. That there's a big house right into the north of town, and there's like a tree in front of that house. Mildred, as you come around that corner though to bust open a door, you see this creepy. It almost looks like Slender Man standing at the very far end of this alleyway up here to the north, and it just kind of moves behind the house.
Ooh, I saw a creepy old skinny man over here.
Like, call out behind me.
Can I respond to her?
Yeah.
Mildred, don't go too far.
Well, then get your tushies over here. I don't know what you're doing. Lounging about in there.
I feel as though this town is haunted.
Most definitely.
Of course.
All right. So you go.
Let's go help her.
Leopold, what do you do?
I'm not going to stay alone. Follow them, but I'll stay back about 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys start to make your way through this town. And as you go north towards where you saw the creepy Slender Man kind of move behind the building, you look and there is nothing there. Leopold, as you're staying in the back, you keep feeling like there's something like right behind you. So it makes you want to keep turning around to look.
I will keep my eyes forward and look behind me with Pinion.
Okay.
Leopold, have you seen any large homes through the eyes of your owl?
Yeah, did you tell him that you saw the cemetery and the house and stuff?
Yeah, yes, I saw a graveyard, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, excellent. Let's get that out of the way so that we can burst into the large home and see what sort of secrets are in it.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Oh, it's a great idea. You don't
Most
like any
of it.
ideas.
What?
To be fair, though, being captured by an eagle and dropped from 60 feet height was probably not the best idea.
Well, it was voluntary, I'm sure, but
So you head over to the cemetery?
yes.
All right. Yeah, you guys make your way.
Ooh,
Ooh,
creepy.
As you approach, A crooked wrought iron archway stands at the entrance to the graveyard, which is overgrown like the rest of the village. Headstones sit at odd angles, some toppled completely. Small cairns, rather than inscribed headstones, mark the graves toward the back. So, yeah, those small cairns, the rocks piled up, are kind of like on gravestones instead of headstones. So you can see that there's a difference.
Well, I guess we go look for the lady's name. He gave us her name.
He also mentioned to be under a tree.
Lorna, I believe, was Lucas's wife's name. We were putting flowers on her grave. We were also collecting her necklace from a tree.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yes.
So in any case, her name is Lorna, and she's Lucas's wife. I did not write down Lucas's surname, so I don't know what last name we're looking for.
So, do you all search the cemetery?
Yes.
Do you all stay together, or do you all like look around separately?
Can we see each other?
Yeah, you can see each other. Yeah.
Split
Yeah.
up, but stay close.
Plus, you have Mildred with the
Sweet.
big light on.
yeah.
So, you really can't miss her.
Leopold is not really searching any graves, but he is kind of like keeping an eye over everyone.
Okay.
And he's going to have his owl sit on his shoulder and look behind him since he's had that feeling.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are kind of looking at each grave. You notice a lot of these temporary graves are all... Because there's little signs in front and there's dates, and a lot of the dates are all the same. And they all coincide with the dates that the mine collapsed. So you're kind of getting that idea, like these are all the dead bodies from that. So, Hemlock, as you're kind of looking at each one, for a split second, you think you saw something move behind one of the stones, like one row in front of you. It was really quick. It's like just hid.
Hello? I go towards it.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of sneak up towards it, and when you look behind it, there's nothing there.
I look behind me real quick.
Fader, again, you hear, quick, while they're not looking, come help me.
I'm going to ignore the voice because I also heard Hemlock say hello and then dart around a headstone. So I'm going to move closer to Hemlock.
Okay. Mildred, as you're looking around, you do find a stone that says Lorna Grosvenor, beloved of Lucas, forever my heart.
Ooh, I found it. It's over here.
Okay. Fada, come on.
Yes. Yeah, and folks, I'm going to suggest that we stay at least in pairs. I don't think
We hold
anybody should be alone.
Hold my hand. It's creepy here. I don't like creepy things. Told you this before in the haunted house. And I go towards Millie.
So you're holding Fader's hand?
Yep, we're together.
Okay.
Partner, buddy.
Does Mildred go to hold Leopold, or go up to Leopold, or do you not?
Wait, what happened to Leopold?
No, because Brittany or Hemlock said Fader said we should stay in pairs. So Hemlock paired up with Fader. So I'm asking if Mildred pairs
No,
up.
I just at the grave.
Okay. Leopold, do you walk over?
No.
Yeah, your
Leo's-
owl doesn't
Yeah.
see anything. Okay. You stay where you are. All right, yeah. So you go over to the
Yeah,
grave.
stay what I am.
What do you guys do?
Well, we did our side mission. I put the roses on the grave, and I say these are for Lucas. Yeah, his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas. This is from Lucas. He misses you dearly, and he's sorry he can't come and visit you himself. Yeah. So
Wasn't there supposed to be a tree with an amulet?
yes, we need to find it,
Go
which
to the
I
north,
will
and
try.
go and get your amulet from the tree.
Yes, for Lucas. And I place the roses on the grave. Do a little prayer to Sarah, to my god. I almost said Sarah, right? Oh my god, Saloon, and I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, you
So you pray to Gaia, in the name of the earth, the Holy Mother of all. May you rest within her bosom.
May you rest in the moon.
Mhm.
May the moon gaze upon you.
May we get the hell out of here.
To the tree!
To the tree.
So yeah, you place the flowers down, and as you are walking away, you just get this light breeze, and you just hear.
What do we hear?
And here.
A sigh.
Oh, okay.
Like a contented sigh.
Aw.
Hey.
And you move forward towards the tree.
Ooh, the tree.
Oh, the tree in the big house.
Yeah, so as you come through this area, you can see that there is a larger house to the north. There's a tree. It's a dead tree and kind of an open area in front of the house. It's dark all around. Fader. So who goes up to the tree?
I go.
Me.
I do as well.
All right. As you're walking up to the tree, Fader, what does Leopold do?
Leopold stands about. Yeah, he's probably staying farther back. So yeah, that's about good.
Okay. So Fader, as you're walking up, you look kind of, you just have this instinct to look to the southwest over here at this house. In this collapsed area, you see this little girl, and she's like, her arms are holding on the side of one of the collapsed walls, and she's looking right at you, and she's just wearing a really raggedy white gown. Her hair is just a mess and like dirty and stringy, and she looks terrified. And she says, and she like ways for you to come over. And she says, shh, shh.
Hemlock.
Huh?
You see this?
Do I see it?
She quickly hides.
Come with me.
Okay. I'll go with them. I go to Millie. Millie, stay with Leopold, okay? Don't go into the hole yet, okay?
Why do I have to stay with Leopold? He's a crabby old grouch.
Because you love to annoy him. You know it.
Oh, that's true. Leopold!
So Hemlock takes Fader and they kind of run off to this house. Mildred, do you go up to Leopold or do you stay at the tree? Because he's like 10 feet back. Right? You said 10 feet, Leopold?
How far?
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on them. Like, how far away does it appear they are going from us?
60 feet.
We'll close that distance a little bit.
All right, so you don't go to the tree. Okay, so you just kind of stand in the middle.
Like, I go like halfway.
Okay. Yeah, so Fader, you and Hemlock run over. When you look into that, like around that wall, there's nothing there, just rubble.
Do I see any? Can I do a perception to see if there's any indication that somebody had just been standing here?
Give me a
Like,
perception check.
Footprints in the dust.
You look at that area for any kind of footprints, and you don't see any.
What did you see?
I saw a little girl. She was gesturing for me to come over here. She looked terrified. Her hair was filthy, stringy, hanging down. She was in a white nightgown. And as soon as I called out to you, she ran. I don't know if she ran and disappeared further into the building or if she just disappeared.
That is so strange.
But there's no indication. I mean, there's dust here, and there's no indication of footprints of indication of her passing through.
I don't know if we should be chasing this little girl if we can't find any evidence of her.
Well, more evidence than just her voice in my head.
Well, yes, but again, you did say, or Leopold, somebody said that, maybe the town is tricking us, just like they did with the villagers.
I'm not convinced that the town is not haunted.
The town is definitely haunted.
Yes, the town is haunted.
I think this little girl is some sort of a spirit.
She's trying to distract us from our goals.
Maybe next time you see her, I don't even want to say it. I don't want you to go off and get eaten or something.
DM, as I look through this break in the, what else do I see in the building? Is it like just rubble? Is there are there any details inside?
Give me a perception check, unless you're gonna rummage through it.
I'm not gonna enter yet.
Okay. As you're looking around, you see something between two floorboards, and it kind of just gives a tiny little, like a glint, like even though it's dark somehow, you just kind of see a shiny side to it, sticking through the floorboards.
How far in?
It's a good 20 feet.
Hemlock, I see something in that.
Well, let's go in, I guess.
All right, gonna go in and I'm gonna summon a dagger, and I'm gonna go in and see if I can find that thing that's glinting.
Okay. Yeah, you both head into the house. What is Mildred?
Mildred will follow, get closer when he sees them walk in.
As you're walking in, Mildred just pops up. What did you say, Leopold?
Leo will stand outside the house.
What did we find?
Suddenly, there she is. As you walk in and you creep down, you pull out this little... sorry. It's a little tarnished silver shoe charm. It's tiny.
I'm sorry, tarnished silver what charm?
Shoe.
That's a little tiny shoe.
Charms for shoes.
As big as like a fairy?
No, it's a charm, like a little shoe charm, looks like a little shoe, but it's
you might hang from like a
charm
bracelet.
Yeah, a charm bracelet or something.
Ah!
Gotcha. Ooh, it's cute.
Why was it underneath the floorboards?
Real quick, do I see anything else under there where this was?
That's all you see.
Let's go back outside.
Yes, let's go get the amulet out of the tree.
Yes.
And then kick in the door on the big house.
Yes, Millie will do
I've
that.
got it. I've got that one.
When we get back out, I'm going to show the charm to Leopold and just tell him that the next time he casts his detect magic, that we should check this out as well.
I mean, it's still up. It's a 10-minute thing.
Leopold, what do you see this glowing?
The shoe?
It's a
A
tiny
shoe charm. It's a tiny thing.
It's an itty bitty little baby shoe.
It is not. Nothing is glowing, but suddenly you can hear. I'm trying to think if I should make you do a perception check. How far is it? No, you can probably hear this. Yeah, off to the south, you suddenly hear this. Your horses just start going wild.
Oh, crap, the horses.
We didn't tie them up, so they could run.
I would imagine we would have tied
Yeah,
them.
I imagine they were tied up at that down in the south of the building.
Don't
Yeah.
want them to run away.
Let's go to the horses.
Yeah, let's go.
Run,
Let's go to the horses.
dash.
All right, so how far are you from the horses? You are about 150 feet. So how long is that going to take you each round? If you're dashing, what are you?
Probably
60?
2 rounds.
So 60, it'll be 120. Okay. So I'm just going to roll something. So yeah, you guys start to dash. That's 60. So I'll just do this. So I'm going to...
Why didn't we take the horses with us?
We didn't want them to get ambushed by undead fiends.
They're doing that right now.
So we left them to be ambushed by undead fiends.
Well, you know.
yeah, you start to run. I have to just roll something real quick. All right, so yeah, as you guys are running towards the horses, you just hear them off in the distance, just making all this noise. You get closer, you can start seeing the first horse, but when you get to the next horses, you see 2 dead horses on the ground
Our deposit.
as you run up.
My gold! Quick, heal it! Heal it!
I could cure wounds.
They're
Are they
they're
dead yet?
dead. Yeah, they're dead.
Ooh, they're too dead.
You just see that there's all these slashing marks, just all torn through them, and their guts are hanging out. They look really bad. They were like ripped to shreds.
There's 1 horse left.
Yep.
Well, at least we'll get some of it back, and it can carry all of the heavy steel bars. Iron bars.
Oh, we're going to die here! Look at those horses!
Oh, whatever did that, we're just going to. I'll hit it with my shillelagh.
She's got some rocks. This whole
I can
place is
throw
full of
rocks at him. Okay, we take the horse with us, and we go back to the tree, and we get the. I think this is all a means for them to distract us from getting the amulet.
Or strand us in this town.
Now this is a ghost horse, and it will always haunt this town.
Oh, ghost horses.
Ghost horse.
I'm going to untie the
I'll
horse
see you.
that survived and lead it with us.
Okay. As you're untying the horse, you hear the girl again. She says, "See, they're gonna kill us. Help me."
I will help you, but you must let me bring my friends with me.
Not with them. They're good.
Say that again.
Not with them. They'll draw them near.
Where are you?
She says, "Come to the north.
What's your name?
Come to the north." And
What's
then
your name?
you don't get a response.
If you're hearing that little girl again, tell her she owes me 15 gold.
That girl is a demon.
I did just hit her again, and she still wants me to come alone.
Well, let's at least get the amulet and inspect the large house before we decide to split the party in order to communicate better with this creepy little girl.
I don't know about you, but I have no intention of splitting this party.
Well, that's probably for the best. Let's go get the amulet together.
Let's go get the
Maybe-
amulet.
Maybe we can trick her. Maybe I could turn into something small and hide in your pocket.
Ooh, we can both hide in your pocket.
Exactly,
Let's-
and we pop up.
And then the three of us go up and leave Leopold behind.
No, he would have Pinion looking out, and then he'd be far away, but he could come in later.
Let's think of that as a last resort. Let's go get the amulet and see what happens then.
Okay.
So you all make your way back to the tree. So yeah, as you come towards the tree, it's just this bare tree. It stands on the lawn in front of what appears to be, from looking at the design, like a mayor's house in the center of town. It's just
We
rotted.
back to the tree for an amulet.
All right. Yeah, as you look around the tree, you can see that there is a hollow inside the tree, like a little hole that you would stick your hand in.
I'll reach in there.
Mildred, it's probably like a little too high as you're putting your hand in. But
Like hop, I like gives like little hops. Like get it.
all right. Yeah, where your hand, you can feel that there's something in there, like something metallic.
I pull it out.
As you pull it, you can feel a chain with it, and you pull out a small oval pendant, which is a thumb-sized platinum oval pendant on a thin chain.
I stuff it in my blouse, and then I'm like, it's door kicking time.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty late now, guys. It's probably like midnight. Like, you know, it's time. Like, you need to get some sleep.
We can rest in the morning. This is the witching hour. Let's go see what's in there.
At the very least, it's a place where we can rest and barricade.
I am willing to agree with that, at least for the moment.
All right, so yeah, as you look at the house, this grand 2-story brick house has fallen prey to time and the elements like the rest of the village, but it remains in better shape than the smaller houses. Heavy wooden double doors are flanked by dark windows, and chimneys anchor the building at each corner, their masonry crumbling. In front of the house looms a wide leafless tree, as you saw. Yeah, and that's it.
The doors look more imposing, but I am still going to attempt to kick them in.
All right, give me a strength check. Yeah, Mildred is determined to get in these places.
She's had a lot of practice of kicking doors as of late, apparently.
And yeah, let me get you on the map. Hemlock. No. It keeps doing that. All right. So you break open the door.
Horse.
Wait,
bring the horse inside too. It's a
And
big
this
door.
is what you. This is, by the way, what the tree looks, or the house.
Ooh. Leopold, do you live in something like this? You know, better and less dusty, of course.
It's a little on the small side, but somewhat.
Small. Okay.
So I'm just making some changes. So, oops. So, yeah, as you come in, chains are arranged in staggered rows with their backs to the door. Or, sorry, cairns. Wait, what am I doing? I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing. Dust covers everything in this wide hallway. Moth-eaten cloaks hang from hooks on the left wall. To the left and the right, hallways branch off into the gloom. Ahead, a staircase leads up to the second floor, and a door stands beneath the stairs, seemingly leading to the backyard.
Well, which way should we go?
Let's get in there and find out.
Leo's trying to lead the horse into the main
Perhaps we should
foyer.
look for traps.
All right, you bring the horse.
I will look for traps.
Give me a second. Let me grab that horse. All right, give me a perception check.
Just did.
Oh, yeah, you don't see any traps as you guys walk in. So you bring the horse in.
I still have my torch lit.
Yep.
But I
Oh, it's
cannot.
not on. Okay, let me turn it on.
Ooh.
Leopold, perhaps you should close the door.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah, you go and close the door. What do you guys do? Let's Yep.
I'm going to look into the sitting room to the right here.
Actually, this is what I'll do this. Alright, so Leopold, you go into which room?
The sitting room to the right. This, the one with the chairs.
Mm-hmm. As you come into here, the parlor. The parlor is empty except for 4 wingback chairs situated along the left-hand wall. Along the left hand wall and desk in the right-hand corner besides the window. I'm confused right now. And a fireplace dominates the southeast corner. Parlors. Oh, okay. The wingback chair is situated along the left-hand wall, and the desk in the right-hand corner. I forget people. I never say that anymore. Like right hand, left hand. What are you doing there?
It looks like a place we might be able... Is this window still intact over here?
Yeah, it is.
Well, this looks like a good enough place as any to keep an eye out on the horse and everything if we need to actually take a rest. I'll look toward that desk. Is there any manner of paperwork, a drawer still upon it?
So you start
Can I go in
searching.
and help him?
I'm keeping us in turn order to make it's going to be in turns. So you do you say anything, or you just going to start looking?
Yeah, also, well, there seems to be some sort of desk in here. Somebody would like to help me rummage about.
Okay, so Fader, you said you're going to help him. So, okay, so it's kind of like taking a ready action till it's your turn. So Mildred, what do you do?
First thing I'm going to do is activate my symbiotic entity.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just sort of look into this room down here, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, when you look into that room, so chairs are arranged in staggered rows with their backs to the door, facing a podium in the southeast corner. A sideboard sits on the left side of the room, and a bookcase stands to the right of the doorway, filled with tomes and knickknacks. And there's also a cold brick fireplace that occupies the southwest corner.
I'll go look at the shelf with the tomes and the knickknacks.
Okay, what does Hemlock do?
I forgot that I talk to animals. I'm gonna talk to animal. Speak with animal.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to the horse and see if he knows what attacked his friends. Hey there, buddy. Are you okay?
A horse has an intelligence of 2. No, 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 just no,
Okay,
no.
calm down.
Asher and Leopold and Fader, when you are looking through this desk, there's really nothing on it. There's some personal papers that are just crumbling. There's crumbling blank sheets of parchments, quill, a dried up inkwell remain here, but it's just kind of once you touch the papers, they just kind of fall apart. Mildred, as you're staring off into this room, give me a perception check. So as you're looking around, you can see that like on one of the bookshelf right in front of you as you walk in, it's filled with. I'm reading everything wrong. Yeah, the book. Okay, yeah. So you see that it's filled with worn books, but you also see a small framed watercolor painting of a mountain range. It looks like it could be worth a few gold pieces. You see a chunk of raw platinum ore sitting on the shelf as well. Hemlock, all you keep getting is like like the horses watch his friends get killed. It really can't tell you what they were because it doesn't know. It just saw like something come out from behind it, and it was like attacking its friends. I don't even think a horse has dark vision, so it couldn't really see what was happening.
Okay, I give him some sugar cubes. Tell him it's okay. You're inside now. We're gonna protect you.
Leopold, what do you do?
So we already went through the desk?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of papers, you and Fader. So I don't know if you're going to say anything.
I'm going to take a seat on one of these armchairs and rest for a moment. Because it has been a long day.
Hemlock.
I am going to, since he doesn't know anything, I'm going to search. Is there a door here? No.
Well, that door leads out to the back.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go in here, and see if I can find anything.
As you walk into that room, this room holds a rectangular table with 8 chairs. A sideboard sits against the far wall with dusty ceramic serving dishes and bowls atop it. There's a fireplace in the far corner. So you'll be searching that. Mildred, what is Mildred going to do?
I will grab the platinum ore,
Okay.
put it in my pocket, and then I'll walk out. And
So as you walk out, you see Hemlock walking into the dining room. That's... Yep, so you're pretty much there. We're kind of going in actual speeds and stuff. Fader.
I see Mildred come back out of the room that she had gone into. And just as I was about to remind everybody that we want to stick together, Mildred comes back out, and so I don't say it. I'm going to step just out to here, not so far that I'm really walking away from Leopold, but I want to sort of peek around so I can keep an eye on Mildred and Hemlock as well.
Okay. Fader, as you stand there, you hear, "Come upstairs."
I will come upstairs in a moment with my friends.
No, they'll bring them.
Yay, the upstairs.
Unfortunately, Mildred just screamed "Yay!" the upstairs, and I didn't hear what the girl was whispering.
Well, Fader, you didn't really say that out loud, right? Because you're talking.
No, I said that in my head.
Yeah, because you're talking to her telepathically, so Mildred wouldn't have heard that. So Mildred.
But she's still very eager to go upstairs.
So Mildred, you start going up.
Yes. I was thinking about going up there right away because I know that's where the goods are. I'm like, it is time.
We're supposed to be laying for
Mildred just went upstairs by herself.
I'm just on the stairs. Don't worry.
All right, so Mildred starts to walk up. Fader, what do you do?
Hemlock, Leopold, Mildred's on her way upstairs. I'm following her.
Okay.
I start heading upstairs to keep Mildred in sight.
Okay. So yeah, Mildred, as you come upstairs and with Fader. There we go. You come upstairs, an open landing waits at the top of the stairs, 4 closed doors lies before you, and a large entryway gapes from across the hall to the south. Hemlock?
I'm going upstairs instead of searching.
Okay, so you go upstairs. Okay, yeah, so you can make it all the way up.
Hello.
Leopold?
I'll pop up pinion on top of the horse and like, don't let it die. And then I'll start marching upstairs. We're supposed to be resting.
Alright, so you guys all come upstairs. Start creaking up those old stairs. As you come up, it's just, this place is kind of like just smells like mold. A lot of, again, the furniture's destroyed. The rugs are like just really gross to walk on. Yeah, as you come up, this is what you see, and I think we're going to pause our game right here as you are looking at this upstairs room, because it is 9:30.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's probably a good place to stop.
I am not a big fan of this place.
I like it.
It's spoopy.
What don't you like?
It's creepy.
It's funny. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but as you
Dropped off a damn cliff.
yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, as you go up, though, yeah, there's no little sign of the girl, but we'll see what happens. That was great when Leopold fell. Poor Leopold.
I
He has
laughed.
the
That
worst
was
luck.
awesome.
Worst luck.
It really is just, it was like perfectly fitting that he be the one.
I know. That's what makes it so funny.
And like not even mauled or like getting into a fight, just like picked up by an eagle and dropped from like 60 feet to the ground. Like, boom.
No, he got bit first. He got bit twice.
That doesn't count.
It was
Nobody saw that.
He did.
What's sad is he's one of the highest potential damage dealers, and he just keeps getting like immediately knocked out each time.
I'm sure that you'll have your opportunity here in the haunted mansion.
I'll probably just get possessed and want to murder all of you. It's fine.
Makes sense.
Well, then you'll definitely be successful at doing as much damage as possible, because that would only be fitting.
I guess. Well, I haven't been sleeping well, so I will see y'all later.
All right, good night.
Yep, it was
Yeah,
fun.
I am
Right,
also exhausted, so I am probably gonna go take a shower and go to bed.
Same
And by go to
here.
bed, I mean lay in my bed and listen to my book until I force myself to stop listening.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Bye. And anyone watching, thank you for watching, and have a good night. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you liked what you watched, you can catch my other games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Feel free to join my Discord channel for updates, and it's been fun. See ya.